and welcome to the Homemade Podcast Sports. This is your host, Jay Pops.
And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, it is a beautiful Friday out here, man. The sun is shining. It is out. We are one day away from it officially being week 0 with I think Nebraska versus Illinois out there, in which I will be watching, by the way. But we are one day away. But also, we are one day away from the 2022 commit, Connor Wingman, quarterback, from out of Bridgeland High School over there in Bridgeland, Texas, the 5-star recruit. But he will be playing on tomorrow. Like I say, I will make that game. I believe me and my family is going to go, man. We're all going to go out there and we're going to watch him. You know, I'm going to go and probably get me an A&M t-shirt. Make sure that we represent out there, man, for A&M, and let him know that he has a strong family that he's joining, all right? But guys, college football is almost here. It's almost here, man. It is almost here. And I cannot be thrilled enough for what this 2021 season has to offer. I was so excited, man. I had to make this video. Again. So, on this latest edition, and we're not going to be long here because it's Friday. Everybody wants to enjoy their weekend. On this latest edition, 5-star defensive lineman Omari Abers puts A&M in his top 5. Also on the last one, Shamar Stewart, he also put A&M in his top 5. Both of these guys are 5-star D linemen. Both of them are highly rated. Also, Big Bear put us in his top 2. Another 5-star defensive lineman, number 31, I believe, the 31st best player in the nation, to be exact. And also, the number 1 player in the country, Walter Nolan, put us in his top 3. That's it. I mean, what else do you guys want? Because I'm not getting it. What else do you guys want to see? Understand, we all want to see us land all of them. But this defensive line class, period, overall, for the 2022 class, I don't think I've seen one that deep in a very, very long time. But yeah, man, hey, that's what it is. We already have a pair of defensive linemen that's already committed, of course, with Malik Silla and Jordan Scarlett. So, you know, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be more D linemen getting added, man. And that's what Coach Terry Price and Elijah Robinson wants to see. They want to see a heavy rotation. And also with that, it's some breaking news. Man, I hate to put this out there, but hell, it done already surfaced all around the college football world. The senior D lineman, Michael Clemens, has been suspended indefinitely. I believe that he got caught with with possession of marijuana and some other things. But he's been suspended indefinitely. I have no clue what's going on. I need these guys to put it in their minds, man, that, hey, there's no time for that. It's no time for that, man. We're a week before the season starts, and you're getting in this type of trouble. You know, like I say, man, he's a senior, so he knows better. He knows better. I wish all the luck to the young man. Hopefully, you know, all of the charges get dropped and he come on back throughout, you know, maybe mid-tier of the season, something like that, man. But he has to take this suspension. He has no choice. Like I say, I pray to God that the charges get dropped for the young man, because I see a future for him, not only in football, but after football. And I would hate for that to be the determining factor of his future. going forward. So, anywho, with that being said, Kirk Herbstreit, he put this as the game of the year that is the most intriguing. And when I tell you this here made a lot of people mad, that made a lot of people mad. I saw all kind of comments around the globe, around everywhere, man, on all sites that said, "Oh, well, you gonna put that as the game of the weekend, not the Iowa State and Oklahoma game as the game of the week, or not even other games that would be the most watched game of the year, stuff like that." It is so many people mad at this Texas A&M football team, and I understand that we got a lot of scrutiny with Kevin Sumlin and stuff like that, but ever since Jimbo Fisher has been the head coach, they feel like this team has been overrated ever since he's been head coach. Remind you that Jimbo Fisher has finished second, in the SEC West 2 out of the 3 times that he's been here. Remind you that when Kevin Sumlin was here, they only finished like once being second in the SEC West out of his 7-year team. Jimbo Fisher's done it twice in 3 years. But everybody thinks they're overrated. This team is overrated. And also remind you, never had a consistent class in the top 10 until Jimbo Fisher took over. Once again, this team is overrated. They look at all the scores, not only with Jimbo Fisher, but before Jimbo Fisher, stuff like that. The team's overrated. Like I said, I saw all kind of comments. Hey, Texas A&M is going to lose by 20 again. You know what? Hey, man, they're going to lose by 30. I understand that's all trash football talk. I get it. But the scrutiny that this team goes through is just unreal to me. It is unreal, man. And I honestly believe that it's a lot of people around the nation would love to see Texas A&M lose about 45 games, period. For whatever reason. I don't know why, man. It's a lot of people that would love to see this team just lose. I don't get it. I don't get it. This team is not a blue blood football program that has many national titles. But somehow, some way, man, they treat this team like this is a program that is a blue blood team and that has multiple national titles. Understand this, man. Jimbo Fisher is trying to get that team to have multiple national titles. He's trying to get them there. He's getting them there, but all the meanwhile of him getting them there, everybody wants to see them fall off the curb already. They need to quit talking about it. They need to talk about other teams like Iowa State. They need to talk about other teams like Cincinnati. I haven't seen nobody bash Cincinnati yet. I haven't seen nobody bash Iowa State. Nothing. I haven't seen none of this. Instead, they come directly for Texas A&M football program, period. Why? Because first of all, nobody likes the contract that Jimbo Fisher got when he got it. Why y'all paying him that much money? He ain't done nothing. Yeah, his record is 100 plus to 31 losses, but that ain't nothing. He ain't done that. Once again, everybody dislikes him. They dislike him. They dislike Texas A&M. Period. That's how it's been the last couple of years. The SEC in general, they been not liking Texas A&M. I mean, that ain't nothing new. The conference been not liking. Now, I'm starting to get into it. Like football trash talk with people on Twitter. And this is the first thing that and these not even much Alabama fans, by the way. These are all Longhorn fans and some OU fans at times. But it's some Alabama fans. But this is what they're saying. well, y'all ain't done this and done that. So one guy asked me, hey man, you saying that Haynes Kingdom is going to be the playmakers, but you got any stats on them? I said, no, and I'm not scared to admit that I don't have any stats on those guys. Okay, so how can you? I say, well, can you give me any stats on Bryce Young? No, but I can give you stats on Nick Saban and what he's done as a coach, and I can give you the stats on how many titles Alabama. I'm like, man, like, so when it gets down to that, and that's why I hate arguing with people, because they cannot stay on the topic of discussion. That isn't what I asked you. I asked you to give me the stats just like you're asking me to give you the stats. I sat there and willingly said that I'll admit that I don't have any stats to give. I don't. You don't have any stats to give. Instead, you're giving me some past history that was last year when they won a national title, and years before that when they won all the national titles. But when I ask for other things, you're not giving me that, So it's crazy, man. It is crazy. So it's crazy that guys can never give me detailed information and just stay on the topic like we were discussing, because you're asking me for stats, but I'm asking you for stats as well. Like both of these guys haven't started a full season, as well as the offensive line. Alabama's offensive line hasn't started for a full season. A&M has about one guy, and really 1 and 2. And people keep on saying that it is new starters. Well, Jameer Johnson from Tennessee, that guy's been playing the whole time at Tennessee. He's a perennial starter, man. He's just transferring to a new school and now starting at a new school. But for whatever reason, you guys don't think that he has experience. I'm not understanding that. These are things that get overlooked. But it's just crazy to me that guys want us to lose already. They want A&M to lose already. Also, now I've heard that somebody said something about Jimbo Fisher, said something about Nick Saban. I haven't heard anything previous to what Jimbo Fisher had said about Nick Saban, which was in the summer when he had said that he's going to beat him while he's there. And then Nick Saban responded and said, what, in golf? With that little smiley face. But Nick Saban himself wants competition. He wants that competition. He wants that competition. Hell, he wants LSU to compete with him. He wants that competition. He goes looking for that in the SEC West and in the SEC in general. He looks for competition so his guys can feed up off of that. So what's the issue with Jimbo Fisher wanting the same? Also, when A&M knows that now they have a big target on their backs, man. They have a big target on their backs. This is crazy. Once again, people want A&M to lose already. They cannot wait till that October 9th game gets here so they can all go on Twitter. They can all go on a podcast. They can tell everybody around the world that, hey, we told y'all that A&M was going to lose. Y'all need to quit ranking them this high. Y'all kills me with that. Y'all kills me, man. Y'all kills me. Y'all don't like the recruiting that Jimbo Fisher is doing, but y'all will talk about it. Y'all will talk about it once again, but y'all don't like it. Yeah, they recruit, they recruit. Once again, A&M has never recruited at this level. Consistently. A&M fans know this. We never recruited at this level consistently. This is the first time for us seeing this type of stuff. And we're in love with it. This is what we've been wanting to see. This is what we've been wanting to see. Now it's time for the talent to start showing themselves just like last year, man. What? Oh, and also 9-1. 9-1 was a fluky year, people. to all my A&M fans that were hype off of that year because apparently A&M is overrated, overhyped. That 91 season came with all wins against teams without a winning record. I mean, I don't know, man. Hell, if that's the case, then can Alabama say the same thing? Because they played in all our SEC schedule too, and we played just about the same opponents that Alabama played. So I'm not understanding what that whole narrative is. Oh, I'm sorry, they counted the playoffs, for them as well. But A&M is overhyped, they're overrated. The blue chip players that A&M has, and somebody posted this too. The blue chip players for A&M is at about 61%. Meanwhile, Texas blue chip players is at about 66%. And I'm just naming the blue bloods here. OU blue chip players was at about like 70 something percent. Georgia was at about 80. Alabama was at about 83 or 81, something like that. Ohio State was at about like 75. Something in that nature. LSU was in there for about I think like 70. So A&M shouldn't say anything with their blue chip players. They aren't anything. Yeah, they were second in the West last year, but that don't mean nothing. And these are all the little things that they want to be placed inside of that A&M program. And I'm talking to the team here, and we're going to end this here. Talk to the team. Guys, I want you to know this here. And you guys have already heard this from Jimbo Fisher anyways. They don't like you. I'm talking to the college football world does not like you. They don't believe that you are the sixth best team. I've seen it on commentators on TV that Texas A&M is going to be the first team to slip up. They're very vulnerable. Although you guys had the number one defense. Top 5 defense in the country last year. They don't respect that. They believe that you guys are close, but not close enough. They don't believe the hype of you guys. They think you guys aren't going to go undefeated, nor lose one game, nor lose 2. Guys have you at 9-3. They don't believe that you're going to beat LSU in LSU this year. They don't believe the Alabama game is going to be close, like people are predicting it to be. Hell, they barely believe that you guys are going to beat Auburn. They believe that Ole Miss will beat you guys. They will catch you slipping. Somebody else believe that you guys will lose to Arkansas, Also, they don't believe you guys are a real SEC team. What are you guys doing? So I need you guys to feed all of this into your minds. Go in that locker room. Go up against Kent State the first week. Go up against Kent State the first week. Beat them. Go up against Colorado the second week. Beat them. Go up against New Mexico State the third week. Beat them. Go up against Alabama the fourth week. Demolish them. And go up against everyone else after that Alabama game, which is Missouri, Ole Miss, teams in name, and strictly demolish everybody. I don't need you guys to be friendly with them this year. Demolish them. They don't think you guys can do it anyways. Jimbo Fisher, they think your offense is still old. So Jimbo, I'm talking to you. If you're listening, I need you to go in there and I need you to put your foot down, put the gas pedal on. Don't stop. Keep going. Once again, guys, it's Homemade Podcast Sports with your host, Jay Pops. #GigaMegas.
And thank you guys for tuning in to the #Homemade Podcast Sports. Please, guys, subscribe to the YouTube page and also follow me on Twitter @JPops, on Instagram @JPops, and also on Facebook at #Homemade Podcast Sports. Thank you guys once again. #GigaMegas.